Hey everyone, I believe this is now episode 6 of redesigning Naruto Kunai's from the series, and it's been going pretty well. We're about to transition to the 3D aspect of this, and while we're going to still be sketching, we're going to be tackling a different plane, and that'll give us like a neat perspective on this, I think. And so let's go ahead and get started on it. Let's copy this. And we're going to finish from that perspective, and we're going to go pick a different perspective. Go for the YZ plane, and let's see. Let's should be a way to define this. Well, can't seem to find. Should be like a redefine feature here. Oh well. Let's see. At least got the center point we can still work with. Move that there. Grab this. This should be the center point right here. There we go. Let's get rid of this. And there we go. So now we have somewhat of a 3D perspective on it, at least for the fletching. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this portion here and fix this portion here so we have an idea as to how that will work. Then we'll move on to the 3D, I think. All right. Let's see, where do we start? Start here. So let's fix this real quick. There we go. And there we go. So now this should become a cylinder. So let's actually suppress this for now, so it's not in the way. I won't get confused on what's what. There we go. And there's our cylinder. Should keep going. There we go. So now we can get rid of this right here. Whoops, went too far. There we go. Get rid of the circle. And this is somewhat of a cross section of what we were just doing. So this could be a bit rounder now. Okay. Go ahead and fill this. And there we go. Should give you an idea as to how that works. So this is the hole from earlier. Let's just double check. Yep. Should give you an idea as to how all that works together. Now for this. So just like with the prior arrowhead that we made, where is it? Or not made, that we were comparing to. This broadhead. I guess it's a traditional arrowhead, but it is flatter. And if we go to standard kunai knife, it's hard to see it there. I guess here it's much, much flatter. So 5 was, what would I do next? So I guess going back to the broadhead. So based off the Kunai knife, there should be a ridge here. And so instead of it being a flat angle grind all the way through, then continuing on this to the other side is what we're going to do. So it's just one grind for the Kunai. Okay. Now the question becomes, how pronounced do we want to make it? All right, let's put this here. Whoops. Okay, get rid of the excess here. We don't need it anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead. Is there one here or two? Okay, there's one there. Those are separate now. Let's take this, mirror it over. Get rid of those. So now there should be a bit of elevation to it, just not as pronounced, right? Okay, let's Well, they would probably want to. How wide is this already? 0.63. Wait, why is that 0.63? How big is this? Should be half an inch. Okay, those are in the wrong spots then. Because there should be 0.125 or yeah, so 0.125. Oh, it's just this fillet here isn't matching up with what I want it to be. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so 0.125 is what it should be. Let's get rid of that. And I need to mirror it. Just do it real quick. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Is there one here? Nope. All right. We could just treat that as the ridge, so to speak. I guess what we could do is do what we've always been doing and say to take this. Right, just go ahead and mirror it over. Get rid of that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need the interior wood. How's this? All right, get rid of that. All right, so we could just go ahead and just offset it by another 0.0625. before we do that, instead of doing trial and error there, just do it from with this. Now what I want to do. There we go. Let's move this. Of course. I'll just go ahead and move this in. Let's move this one. Okay. We'll have this one be the thinner one. This will be the thicker one. Oh, wait a second. Still want that there for later. I guess that's if we use it. But I think we are going to use it. Issue is that this isn't your standard thickness for a dagger anyway. Let's see. How thick are dagger blades? Pretty sure the Kunai knife would count something much thicker. And you would want it to be that way anyway. So it's about 7 millimeters, 0.3 inches. Let's see, group of flats. So so go ahead and save this. I forgot what number we're on, just pick 12 just to be safe. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring up this. There we go. So these are, in general, the different types of profiles. If it being a kunai blade, we would want it to be the thicker profile. Floors would be kind of cool, but I think it strays a bit too much. I'm not even sure if it'll look good or not. So diamond, what is this, concave flats? I think a true diamond is how. I might try the floors just to see if it looks good or not. For the diamond cross section, does look good. Well, yeah, I guess that would be the most natural. You do want it to taper a bit, but now let's try this. Whoops. I think I'm gonna go with a thicker profile, just so I can have that bit of a incline. All right, so because then there's no step up here. I do want a bit of a step up. All right, let's do that. Rid of that. Okay. Cut that there, cut that there. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Let's do offset. Okay. I wonder if I should increase that a bit or not. Just like one bit further. I'll figure it out. Let's connect that there. Drag it all the way over here. It needs some beefing up, that's for sure. There's a median. 5.25. There we go. It's too much. I think about halfway is perfect. Okay, get rid of this. Cut this down. That won't match anymore. There's two here, isn't there? Nope. Wrong again. All right. So for now, let's do this. Yeah, we don't need to do that. This would be a much shallower arc. This should still be an arc. Maybe much, much shallower. Okay, let's see here. Does it cross over? Which line is which? Does it ever dip beneath it? It's hard to tell. Is that enough of a step up, though? I think the step up was a smart choice, but is it enough? Let's check something real quick. How much of a step up is this? .0625. How big is this? 0.4375. Guess what we could do is have the step up be a fraction of that. This being kind of like a third, a third, and a third. What we could do is, so what was that number? 0.4375. 4375 divided by 3 is what? Not the best number in the world. 375 divided by 4. 0.109375. All right, well that at least answered my question. Wrong one. Let's go back here. Should this be higher? What do y'all think? Well, let's do this. Wait, what is... It's 0.4375 divisible by 0.0625. It is divisible by 7. Interesting. So I wouldn't feel all that bad making it another one then. So 2/7 rather than 1/7. Yeah, maybe arbitrary to most people, but I feel like keeping it within like a family of things. If that makes sense. If not, then it's whatever. Okay, now looks better. How wide will this be? 4375. What was the original? 0.75. Should be a big enough change, I think. Plus, you do need the extra mass anyway. Alright, let's just go with it. Yeah, like. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead with the arc. Alright, so that's 0.125. Let's see what this will be. So I guess just like the other one would be half of the other one. Alright. Let's do another arc. Cut it in. Okay, it stays on the right side the entire way. Good. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Now let's mirror it over. All right. Should be the sketch done now. Now that we figured everything out. Yeah, let's just do one more thing. Now, let's see if this looks any good. Where is it? There it is. That seems to be looking pretty good. Yeah, get rid of this line. It's not necessary. All right. All right. So, what do y'all think? So, by all accounts, this should work much better than the Kunais that are in the actual show because it'll function just like the Plumbata from Roman legions as well as other parts of history, like historical armies. Because if you want something to fly straight, the center of gravity has to be in the front and the center of drag has to be in the back. So, and with this design, like you could have a piece of metal going all the way through. The problem with that is you do increase mass to the back, which will decrease its ability to um, do what it's supposed to do, and it makes it much harder to construct. This way, get a decent sized dagger blade with that's shaped like an arrowhead that has a socket to where you should put any type of like half-inch arrowhead or arrow shaft into it and treat it like any other arrow. And then just the same quarters you would use for the wrapping the fletching, you just wrap it around the handle to create a decent grip. And depending on who it is, like this could be significantly cheaper or significantly more expensive depending on like the clan status, so to speak. And I think the cool thing about this is that like say Naruto at the beginning where he's like dirt poor versus like Sasuke. Sasuke could have like steel knives with like amazing fleshing and like good materials. With Naruto, he could have like a bronze or a brass one. Still functional, just won't be able to do as much. All right, then so that's we're gonna leave it there for now for this episode. This will be the last. We'll be in the 2D space. We're gonna start moving to the 3D space and actually starting to flesh this out. And I think that'll be kind of cool to see for y'all. So I'll see y'all next time.